for anybody who's wondering how my completely analog Christmas light show works, I figured I could explain. So we're at the control station right now. So this is my mom's old MacBook Pro. This is my sound rack, my small mixer, my big one's in the garage. Too big to fit down here in the basement. That's where we are, by the way, in the basement. Got the amplifier and all the rest of this stuff. What's great is the amplifier, the amplifier and the light show and some other things. Everything is controlled via Wyze smart home. They call them Wyze plugs. So everything is controlled from the Wyze app for that. And music control for the show is done through the laptop. This is QLab. It's theatrical production software. The only reason I use it is because I have prior experience with it, being from a technical theater field. So this is actually designed, and it's the other reason is I can actually set a time for the whole thing to start, and it'll start itself, and everything's good to go. Now there is some added complications to this. So I have a internet connection coming in from the modem directly over a Ethernet. We don't really use Ethernet at my house, but I have that because the Wi-Fi connection is to this guy, which is just a regular Wi-Fi router. I don't really mind you seeing the network name and password because there's no internet connection. This literally just connects to the computer. It's just a network for the computer to communicate with my iPad. And my iPad can automatically talk to the computer. You see, I can push the button and it'll advance it on there. I can control the whole thing. I can tell from here I can tell here what's currently playing. So we have the auto start for everything, for all shows run Friday, Saturday, Sunday. So, and they all stop at different times. So it'll auto stop itself, the music, and everything will flip back over on the Wyze system. So, and then the controls for the whole thing are through the mixer. So it used to have it over Bluetooth so that I could move the laptop, but I've now got a hardwired cable. We have so that just comes in here to this channel. This is the headphones. So this will go over to so this is the headphone out. So this goes to the speaker that I have on the porch. And then we have FX Send going to my FM transmitter. And then if we go over here into my brother's office, it's not really an office, but I would do air quotes, but I won't. We have, out of the amplifier, I have this custom wiring harness here. This is, I made this myself. So the wires come up and they convert into a 4-pin XLR cable. That 4-pin XLR cable goes up. I have another 4-pin XLR cable that I made so that it would go through this window. This window goes out to the driveway. And then this is the cable for the FM transmitter. And then we'll go out to the driveway and to the FM transmitter. I'll show you what's going on. So the cables come out here. And then I had to get a little bit more length on the transmitter cable, but that's fine. They go through that hole in our gate. And I'll show you what's on the other side. So the cables come up here. Underneath this bucket is the transmitter. There's the transmitter. Tiny little PCB there. Pretty cool. And the antenna for the transmitter has been disconnected. Well, that's why that's not working. Well, I'll have to fix that anyway. The antenna for the transmitter is supposed to go in there, but this is the antenna cable, and the antenna is a 10-foot antenna. For the frequency that I'm using, that is the tallest, that's a full wavelength antenna. So I wanted to get it as tall as I could. Let's go see what's over there. So the cable comes in over here. This is the 4-pin XLR. and it goes into the splitter, and it splits into this. Splits into two XLRs. I have an XLR going into, this is the switching unit. So this has the solid state relay inside that does the switching. So I have a direct connection there. The other connection goes over to my speaker. And then it has an XLR to 1/4 inch on it. This is a unit that switches over. We have air blown things. You want the lights to run with the show, but the motors to run separately. The motors to run always, so that they're not turning on and off. So this is part of that. So this relay here does some switching, so that when this triple tap is activated, this is the light show triple tap. This is the main triple tap. So right now, in the mode that it's in right now, everything's on solid. When light show turns on, so that goes into here. When light show turns on, relay turns on, allows the motors to stay on, but the lights to switch off for the air balloon things, and everything else switches over to the switcher, and then everything can be turned on and off. The whole show is automatic. The music and the timers and everything will turn themselves on and off, and yeah, so that's how my whole system works. It works pretty well too. Yeah.